Good evening, folks. So, welcome to the show this evening, and it should be an interesting evening. It's another long one, another long evening tonight. As you can see, I've got myself organised. It even says the right thing at the top. I've actually got a load of different ones set up, so I don't even have to do all this typing stuff. So that should be interesting. So we're starting off tonight with Celle Freight by FrancescSV. It's BR143. This is the Expert Line one. It's available on Steam, but it's not HUD compatible or anything like that. It's a keyboard and cab type drive only. So it should be good. So Simon Lund has just calculated an end time of around 1:10 Oh, that's 5 and a bit hours. Guten Morgen! Please enter the cab and get ready for your shift. You have to join together two different freight consists that need taking all the way to Lüneburg. The first consist is standing in Celle 13 siding. The second one is on the way and should be arriving in a few minutes. But first things first, you need to start your locomotives. Okay, I have my handy manual here. To make things easy and taking into account that you are going to light engine siding 13, may I suggest that you only start this engine, as you don't need much power. And you'll have to change cabs afterwards anyway. Get the pantograph up, Shift P, and then get the loco's main switch on, Control Z. Shift P, then Control Z. And when ready, move towards siding 13. So Shift P, and Control Z. Okay. Hopefully move that control forward, and we will need to check our point, make sure that we are in good shape. Let me just get the scenario rolling, and then I can... Here we go. Right, so I love this loco, it's really interesting. So let's get SIFA on, and PZB on, and what we will need to do is switch over to PZB M. Yep, we're in M, good. Okay, so get a bit of power on, tab through this signal as it said. Actually, shouldn't tab through that signal. I ran this scenario earlier on, it didn't tab through this signal at all. Oh no, it was another scenario, another one coming in. You do have to tab through this signal. I'm getting ahead of myself. Right, pass danger approved. So I like this loco because you can control the notches manually with the E and Q keys. I should have befell 40'd that, shouldn't I? Fail number 1. We barely got started. I guess that's pretty much par for the course. So we're also in restricted monitoring, so we do have to watch our speed a little bit. I love the bass on this. It's got a very DC sound to it. Yeah, fail 1 already. That's what we expect though. The thing is, when I ran this scenario earlier on, I didn't use PZB on this first move. Someone just asked for a sound of the horn. I must admit, I really like this loco. It's got wonderful sounds, and it's an absolute pleasure to drive. Right, let's just buffer up to these. Crunch. Oh, hello. Big stretch. Wagons coupled. Now make sure the train brake is on before you switch the locomotive off. The same procedure be the other way around. Main switch off and pantograph down. Control B. Alright. So main switch off. Right, we power down. Make sure the brakes are on. Switch to the other cab. Right, now you need to start both locomotives to make sure you can haul the train, as there are more wagons to add. Start with the first loco, pantograph up, Shift B with ZDS on Shift 9, and wait for the OK message. Then the second loco, pantograph up, Control Shift P. The first loco main switch, Control Z. The second loco main switch, Control Shift Z. And then when we're ready, we don't go anywhere and we want to wait for further instructions. Alright, so Shift P gets the first pantograph up. Switch on ZDS, which enables us to communicate with the other locomotive. Control Shift P puts the other pantograph up. Toggle our main switch on and toggle the other main switch on. So you see the ZDS message over there saying the main switch is on. We are good to go. We have both locos powered up. Let's just put PZB on and SIFA and PZB on, and switch it to PZB M. Zugat M. Right, and now we wait for some feedback. How are we doing here? We've got lights on, good. So this is our two locos. Okay, driver, shunt your train towards Celle track 1 platform and wait. So let's just check what's going on here. So we're going to come forward to track 1 platform here. The train there was a train just coming in. So we can go. We should have, yep, we've got whites. Move the A forward and notch up. There we go. Right, so we are also limited to 40 because of that, but then we're going to stop shortly anyway. Victor says, in real life the pantograph, the first train will be at the front, not the back. No, my understanding is that the pantograph is at the back to keep the noise away from the driver. It's only at the front on tanker trains, where you want to keep all the sparky bits away from the blowy up bits. Victor, yes, it's technically 45 km/h, but apparently German drivers drive at 40 km/h. Because it's completely not, it's not forgivable in the slightest. You get over 40, over 45, and that's it. So driving at 40 allows some leeway, I think, is the idea. This is what I'm told. Right. Grouper said, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Right, we don't have to go too far here because the idea is to go back again. Let's get this train stopped. Now we're going to have to switch it to the reverse gear, and we now need to reverse. Where are we? We're up here, and we're going to go and couple to these steel pipes that just arrived in Celle 19. Reverse towards Celle 19 and couple the wagons with the steel pipes that just arrived. Just make sure that's going in the right place. It looks like it is. Going back to Celle 19. Gooper said, how do you get the following thing on the map? It's an application that I've written. It's not generally available, I'm afraid. The functionality's all in there in the core game, but it's only available if you write some code to read it and take it out. So it's not really easily user serviceable, I'm afraid. I'm hoping at some point I can make this tool available so that other people can see it, but at the moment, I'm afraid this is the only place you can see it. Oh dear, SIFA just got me. Oh no, accepted brakes release on this one. Ah, that's epic. Looking out the back so that I can see what I'm doing. Need to watch my monitor here so that I can see what when the PZB SIFA comes on. Like that. Right. Double 12 says it's his birthday tomorrow. That's very good. Congratulations for tomorrow. It's my birthday tomorrow as well. All the best people have their birthdays on the 29th of July. Aston Martin says, how old is Matt? 16? Yeah, I like you. You're on the Christmas card list, Aston Martin. I feel like I need to go faster, but 20 kilometers an hour feels like probably fast enough for in the yard. Darkness Monster says, guys, keep it real, Matt's 25. Yeah, you can stay as well. Stephen Jam says, Squirrel is 15. Visual up his minecart says, you might be 43. I'm not 43. I'm not that old. Nearly 43, but I'm not 43. Give me my couple of years back, please. Lots of braking needed here because I just realised I'm needing to slow down. Otherwise, these wagons are going to be getting the caboose treatment. Crunch. Coupled. Right, your train is now complete. Make your way towards the station, bearing in mind there's quite a lot of traffic this morning, so you might have to wait for a few minutes. Remember to request permission to pass the next signal, should it be necessary. If you're using PZB, you should really, then press and hold Befel 40 when passing the next signal. Now it tells me to do that on a red line. Okay, in forward gear. Brakes off. Right, so to start off with, I'm just going to use the notches to get us going, and then I'll switch over to AFB, which is the normal way of driving this loco once we're moving. Nappy's minecart, that's closer. It's 41. Doesn't look a day over 52. Ah, thanks, Monty. You're right, I don't look a day over 52. Hopefully I look a lot of days under 52, but... Celle Glice 1. Glice 1. This is us. Back at Celle Glice 1. Shoosh. Looks like we've got a Got white lights, which I'm expecting to allow us through, actually. So I'm just going to go through. Okay. I guess it's not right there. Yeah. I thought that white lights was the dispatcher telling me I had permission to go through, but maybe I'm wrong. Never mind. Lesson learned. There goes the fail count. Well, you know what? It's a German scenario, and I'm trying it with absolutely all of the stuff switched on, which means that stuff's going to go wrong. You know, it's the signalman from Castle. Oh, you're right. I think it is actually. We're stopping just up here, so I don't particularly want to go too fast. Ed, the right lights were on the right side of me, so they were for me. Right, as soon as we get into the platform area, I can stop, and then we can hopefully we'll get the a signal out onto the main line, and we can get this train moving. Tubble, is the train match using a reskin? No, this one comes in the pack for the 143. This is the Virtual Railroads Expert Line 143, which you can get on Steam. It comes with the two liveries, Deutsche Bahn, and with the traffic red, and the it's actually RCH, but let's go to the front. It's RCH was a brand we didn't have the license for, so it's been changed to say PBK because I think it's RCH. Right, expected to depart 0838 approximately, and remember your maximum train speed is that of your locomotives, 120. We're set to PZBM, which is 120 anyway. Division Gaming, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Well, that's a good sign. That means we're here about sort of on time. Something's moving. Ah, over there. RBH. Ah, there you go. Thanks, Victor. Knew it was something like that. It's been 3 years since I worked with Virtual Railroads to get this pack on Steam. Scotland, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Division Gaming, it's Gemini Jets, welcome back. Right, we have a green with a double yellow, so brakes off. Are we moving? We are moving. Oh, we've got lots of greens now. That's excellent. Notch it up. Let's get some power applied to this train. Not getting kind of restrictive monitoring, which is good. Speed limit at the moment is 60. That's better. Now I've got the right thing set up. Now we're running on AFB. Right. Yes. Don't forget, folks. The Q&A. Which is going to be coming up. We're going to do it on Thursday. We've had plenty of questions come in. I'd like to get some more questions in. So if there's anything you'd like to know about me or the stream, then ask away. Green lights, SIFA light, and we're in a 150. Let's pump it up to 120. That'll do. Queen. The Queen Nay. Q&A. Right, we're actually underway now. That's pretty cool. Broadcast says, do real train drivers have route maps to help them out with where signals and speed limits are? No. They know this stuff, and they ride with other drivers until they learn the route. And then once they know the route off by heart, then they're allowed to drive on their own. So this whole learning the route or route knowledge thing is a key part of becoming a driver. There are maps and diagrams, but the driver can't really use them while they're driving. They need to know this stuff. VTGRL says his YouTube channel is there to help people learn to drive without any maps or aids. Absolutely. Rob Putt, nice stream. How do you do the map thing? It's a custom thing that I've written. It's the functionality is available in the updated raildriver.dll, but so you'll need to crank up some coding tools to access it. But I'm hoping to make this available at some point. Or at least try and get some documentation out there that shows people how to do it, but that's not for me to give out. That's currently with Dovetail. UTXSV, is this BR143 a Steam DLC? It certainly is. It's published by Virtual Railroads. It's the Expert Line version of it. It's not HUD compatible at all. But it's an absolute joy to drive. So our next waypoint is Klein-Schustedt in 40 kilometres. This is quite a long scenario. This is 90 minutes long, this scenario. That'll take us to our normal stream start time at 9:30. Tree simulator! Get out of the trees, that's better. We almost got trolled there, but we didn't quite. Have you ever stopped at Nebworth and completed a scenario at the same time? I've no idea. More green lights. I like green lights. Green lights we can live with. Camera apparently thinks I'm growing. This is a bit tall. Shush. Division Gaming, does Dovetail Games do work experience for 10 year 10s? Dovetail Games is version U12, but I must admit I have no idea. Have we got transcoding yet, folks? I hope we do. At 92 people watching the stream. Okay, we've had it for 15-20 minutes. Superb! Sort of a bit boring actually. I haven't got to do anything with it on AFB, just sort of look at it. BTG would love to see if Matt can approach a red signal correctly. I've done that before. I have done it before. I don't always mess it up. Reset this a bit, it seems to have gone a bit high. It's a bit more reasonable, we're not up on the ceiling anymore. Division Gaming, I don't know. Drop me a Twitch message and I'll try and remember to ask next week. We just passed a signal. I have no idea what that signal was. Nothing's going wrong, so it can't have been too bad. Trains from America. Why is there an ES44 AC cab in a German? It's not. It doesn't look anything like an ES44 cab. Looks very much like, certainly the desk bit, the dash bit looks like a German cab. Definitely. This bit is a bit unusual, but it's certainly not an ES44. Those signals are kind of important. I know, but someone said look at the dash, so you know. What have I got on the green screen at the moment? I must admit I don't know, and I've got a 143, so no excuses. Oh, I see my green screen. I've got you. Yes, I've changed that now. 27 kilometres to our next waypoint. Trees, hello. Oh, wagons. Wagon simulator. JWR and the original FSX you flew over the Grand Canyon. We flew all the way through it the other day. It was great fun. Yes, you do need the Orbex FTX vector package to get the river looking correct. Another train coming in the other direction. Lots more green lights, this is good. .2503 Victor, why do you want me to press Shift P? Or is this a straight? It's not straight, no. But we're on a straight bit of it. Yeah, this southern bit is. I mean, modern routes generally are built straight because that's the fastest way to fastest route for a train to run on. Victor, as far as I'm aware, the front pantograph is only used for volatile goods and flammable goods. Otherwise than that, the rear pantograph is used to keep the noise away from the driver. In which case, the scenario is completely correct. So folks who are posting memes and things, I'm afraid driving this scenario I'm not looking at any links that are coming up. If there are entries in for the competition, then please make sure Darkness has got them. $18 kilometres to go. Platy, how do you change the PZB mode? So you press Shift 8 to switch it on and off, and Control 8 to cycle through O, M, and U modes. Pretty straightforward run so far, and I'm quite happy with that, I should say. I'm not complaining. Still a green, 15 kilometres. We're stopping at Kleinsustedt, so right card, there is actually something in the academy for PZB and SIFA. Or you could watch PTG Rail's PZB video, which is well worth the watch. Feel free to post a link to that, PTG. Hi there, Ron Wirral. Keep an eye on the speed now, we're going down a hill. Green light still though, that's good. Right, Carl, there was another scenario. If you look back through some of the German scenarios that I've done, there was one that I did not that long ago, and it was absolutely brilliant for exercising PZB. I can't remember which one it was now, but it was red lights and amber lights and all sorts of things, all yellow lights all the way. And I think at the end of it I managed one mistake, which was quite good given how many opportunities there were for mistakes. Going into a 160, which doesn't affect us with our 120. Currently due into Kleinsustedt, about 4 minutes early. It seems a bit ahead of schedule. Fine Motorreicher, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Another green. Still gently going downhill. Sorry, instructions say SIFA. Instructions: stop at Klein-Schustedt, Bad Bevensen and Lüneburg. I wonder if we've got a loop at Klein-Schustedt then. Road car, I'd be happy to run Night Rider. I just don't think people enjoy seeing a scenario where you can't actually see anything. It's just not fun to watch. But what I am planning on doing is running it for a YouTube video. Just to prove it can be done. Have you not finished it yet then, Ride Car? ICE train going the other way. 5 kilometres, so we'll start getting indications shortly. Frisco just asked what's the prize for the memes. Basically, Darkness Monster has a copy of FSX Steam Edition to give away, and he'd like some memes just as a bit of fun, to be honest. Ed, yes, the one which makes you spad, because I make you follow a train, and then the train goes away, and then just as you think you're able to get caught up on the timetable, I throw another train in front of you, and you start getting smacked down again. Victor, sorry, I did see your message. I'm going to leave the pantographs as they are. That's the way the scenario author intended it, so I'm going to leave it that way. But I take your point. It's not what I've been told, but then I could very well have been told the wrong thing. Right, Car, you can certainly have it. I should probably do it. Do have it so that it's the video, and then I'll follow on with lots of me swearing and cussing. 2.4 kilometres to the siding we're stopping at. And we have our first indicator, so I'm going to... That's the right button, we do alright. So 60 at the next signal, and then we have an expect stop. SIFA. Right, coming to our stop now. Got a minute yet before we have to stop, so. This is where we get pulled off the main line. Deli Dorito, no, this is the 143 that's separate on Steam. This is the Expert Line one. Alright. One thing I keep forgetting with this loco is that it's a combined brake where the first bit of the brake is e-brake and then the second bit is air brake. So I keep pressing the button and thinking, why isn't the air brake coming on? Right, we're almost into the siding now, so it's time to bring this crate to a stop. There you go, PTGRL. You want to see if I could come to a stop at a red light correctly. There you go. Done! Probably could have stopped a bit closer to the red light, but never mind. Right, next station's Bad Bevenson, but we're not leaving just yet. James Fleesh, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. PTGRL, yes, I appreciate it. Could have stopped closer to the signal, but yeah. Generally, if I wait until I get close to the signal, I generally find that I'm stopping 150 meters after the signal. Never mind, doesn't matter. Yes, I saw the picture, Victor. That's what I said earlier on. I think I take your point. Like I said, it doesn't match up with what I was told, but I might have misunderstood, or they might have. I might have got the wrong information. So, but I'm going to leave this as it is because that's how the scenario author has intended it. If they wanted it the other way around, they'd just flip the loco, or told me something else. But never mind. Never mind. Matt is scared for that red light. I am. They've got this natural repulsion effect to them, to me. I either go through them at 70 miles an hour or I stop 6 miles in front of them. I'm sure if I had drove this loco more and got more comfortable with the braking distances, I'd be happier. But because I basically drive every loco once every 6 months, I don't really gain any real experience driving a particular kind of loco, and therefore every time is like the first time, and it's not good. Let's have a look outside. No, that's the back. Let's go and have a look at the front. I assume we're waiting for something to come whizzing past. Yes, Monty, I'm definitely staying clear of the public versus private. I try and stay clear of all kinds of political or that kind of thing, because, to be honest, everyone's got an opinion. Most people aren't going to change their opinion, and therefore a discussion is only really a muted argument. Lightning's Monster, this loco really is a bit square, isn't it? It is a bit of a box on wheels. When I first saw it, I was just, that is despicable. It is just, there's no character to that at all. And then, as I was testing it, when we were publishing it, I grew to really like it, and I really wanted one in HO gauge. Then I found out how much Marklin charged for it, and I didn't want one anymore. Still waiting for this red light. I'm going to take my foot off the SIFA pedal for the time being. Curb Noob, am I going to update to Windows 10? This machine can't be upgraded to Windows 10 anyway because it's running on corporate Windows license. So I'm waiting for the central, for the IT guy to press the button and enable that. And they'll do that once all the other systems we use internally have been checked. But my own personal laptop, yes, that's going to get upgraded, and we'll just see what sort of fallout there is around that. I think these wagons are standard for Hamburg Hanover, DK Designer, but don't quote me on that. Crompton would probably have only been available on AC3 rail. Do you mean the Marklin 143? No, they do a really nice one, but it's about €200, which is a bit more pricey, given that I want to get some nice coaches or something to go with it. Wow, is it this one we're waiting to pass us? Crikey. Oh, we did arrive here really, really early, remember? We arrived here about 4 minutes early. Simon Lund, not much point giving me a YouTube video right now while I'm streaming. Twitch message it to me so that I can watch it later on. Fringe Starling, SIFA is like T-Rex from Jurassic Park. It can't get you if you don't move. Yep, that's basically right. Monty the Horse, for the cost of one model loco these days I could buy several train sim DLCs. Yeah, really. The cost pretty quickly put me getting back into Model Ys. Now you look at, compare that to getting a layout built and the cost of routes and so forth. I'm not going to spad because the idea is I'm being looped here specifically. There's another train kind of come up beside me. You can see he's now got the light. Amarilla, did I hear you 1 year short of the answer to everything? I am indeed. As of next year, I will be a complete know-it-all. No, it's not a green Aston Martin. My German signals are on the right, so that's my one. The red light up here. Hey Curb Noob, welcome. Oh, I'm trying to watch what I'm doing. And Merlin says he was trying to get me to spad. Amarillen's 42 this year. Utex says I don't want to press tab. There's a train being routed in front of a higher priority than me, so I have to wait. Victor, oh, there is a Roco, is there? I must admit, I don't recall seeing one. Mystery Man, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Hopefully this train. We did arrive at this stop rather early. Oh, he's got stopped. Which is why we're being held here for longer than was probably anticipated. Frisco, how long have you been at Dovetail Games? 3 years now. I would say to all of you that are 13 or that are under 13, please keep your ages to yourself. No, we don't need to know, and B, you shouldn't have Twitch accounts, so keep it to yourself. Here it comes. Slow ICE train. Right, let's wait until we get permission to go. Gameplay graph in Germany, and it's driven every day last week with a train. In Germany, you have a Schule Ferien ticket, pupils holiday ticket. You can drive wherever you want. Ah, nice. Very nice. What is that about penguin chocolate bars, Adama? Someone want a penguin chocolate bar? Oh, I've got a signal. I have a 40km/h signal. Let's go. Right, we need to just get the speed set. So 40. Actually, it's a 60 limit through here, isn't that? Yeah, it's a 60 limit. Looks like we've got greens ahead of us now. Got a 200k speed limit post coming up shortly. Deadly Dorito just picked up the Munich Rosenheim to impact. Excellent. Alright, we're in the 160 now, so we can get the... that'll do. We can speed up now. Someone had just asked, by the way, about having a doing how I do the behind the scenes. Just do a look up for how Open Broadcast Software (OBS) uses green screens or chroma key. It's nothing fancy, to be honest. It's all pretty standard stuff. At some point, I'm going to do a YouTube video or a blog post or something about how you set up a train sim stream, and in that I will cover that sort of thing in there. Right, we are off, back on double greens. Presumably we're going to get... so Bad Bevensen is our next reroute at 15 kilometres from now. SIFA again. If you look at the behind the scenes video that I put up recently for the 2,000 subscriber special, you can see the actual green screen in all of its greenness. We've got a green and an expect stop coming up there. Notches to run down, and then apply some brakes. Our train over our signal. Looks like it might be our signal, maybe, possibly. Not a 40 km/h restriction though, it's an expect stop. Hey there, couple of them out, welcome, if briefly. Let's just keep the stream, keep the loco going. We're clearly following this. We've caught up with the train in front. You know, this intercity express that we're following. Well, my dirty old freight train has caught up with it. That signal's not mine. Let's just push it to 50. No. 1000 hertz light has gone out. Now limited to 70. Next signals are all coming up on green. We've released from the 70, given that they're green. Push the speed back up to 120. Curb Noob says that rail driver is from 2008. How do you know, dude? You're probably right. I'm just interested to know how you know. What's different with the new ones? Hey, did I miss a follow? I do apologise. Mads Frad DK, thank you for the follow, much appreciated, and welcome to the channel. Copropper Mel, I've also upped the base stream quality, so we're at 3 megabit now on the source quality, so you might need to just drop it to another level lower, just purely to deal with that. Driver work with TS 2016? I'm not expecting any issues, but I don't know is the answer to that question. More green lights. We like green lights. I don't think I said thank you to Curb Noob for following. Apologies. Thank you very much, much appreciated. The map seems to have gone low res. Looks fine on the on my side. Heading towards Bad Bevenson. It's 5.5 kilometres. All is looking good so far. Moggy, I didn't see your question. Ask it again, and then I can ignore it one more time. No, seriously, ask it again. I didn't see it. Let me zoom the map out. Doesn't need to be that close. Northern Rail, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. SIFA. Right, we've got another indicator there. Wait for the notches to go down, and get some braking applied. We're stopping at Bad Bevensen. That's a 40 km/h sign. Oh, that's expect 40 km/h. 40 km/h, 60 km/h. Ah, I'm just waffling now. 60 km/h, the next signal. And we've got an expect stop indicator as well. Matt will probably recommend every piece of DLC on the store. Absolutely, I will. Mystery Man, have I seen the NRM project on Facebook and RMO? I've not seen it. Which one is that? Coming into Bad Bevensen. Just again where we're getting looped. Shush. Good evening, Steve. Roll up a little bit closer this time, otherwise everyone will start complaining. Due here in about 20 seconds, so we've got time to pull forward. There you go. Is that close enough, folks? Is that close enough? I think it's close enough for the time being, anyway. Right. Oh, tip my foot off the SIFA. Key and Train 2004. Thank you for the follow, much appreciated. That's your question, Moggy. Will rail driver questions, will TS 2016 finally be DOS compatible and available on floppy disks? Yeah, it comes with a container train of its very own. What town are we approaching? Well, this we're aiming for Lüneburg in 21 kilometers. Average Joe Twitch, what does your foot pedal do? It's operating the SIFA. So while we're driving, I have to hold the foot pedal down, and then once I oh, hello Moto 145. Thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Yes, I've got the foot pedal, so I hold the foot pedal down, and then when the SIFA alarm light comes on, I have to release the foot pedal and press it again. Essentially, all that happens is that when you release the foot pedal, it presses the space bar, and when you press the foot pedal, it releases the space bar, because that's what this one likes for the SIFA functionality. Hey! Ridecar says, what's it like without Matt picking on you? And Steve says, bliss. Alright. drawing pins ready. Train Simulator 2016 for the ZX Spectrum. Oh, yes. At least the 128 though. Sitting here waiting for another train. Looks like this other train has got some more clear blocks in front of it. I used to like the Spectrum 128. It was an awesome piece of kit. Let's get out and have a look around here. Here he comes. Right, now we've got to wait for our block and then we can get going. Ah, 180! That was an awesome game, Moggy. I used to love playing that. In all its yellow on blackness. Adama says he remembered learning about the ZX Spectrum in college. No, you can shush. You're not allowed to make me feel old, not when it's my birthday tomorrow. Right, we've got permission to go, but we need to be a little bit careful because the train's only just in front of us. Brakes off. Just go for 20 to get going. Speed limit's 40 because we're in monitoring at the moment. What's that signal? That's green. That's good. Once we're out of 1000 Hz monitoring, we should be able to release ourselves out of this. Come on, you can let me out. Go on, pretty please, you can let me out. Oh, we're out. Release. That's it, we're out of monitoring and up to the full 120. Have I ever been to Denmark? I have been to Denmark. When I was knee-high to a grasshopper, I went to... my parents took us, myself and my sister, to Legoland. Your proper Legoland, not the one all over the rest of the world, but the original proper Legoland. I still remember it, even though it was way back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth. Paperboy, awesome game. How could we say Blender is compared to Max? I'm not qualified to judge. I don't know really enough about any of them. Yeah, nowhere near qualified enough to judge. I know professional studios use either, so they're probably both very competent. This one's about over 2 billion years old, confirmed. Moggy, it's called CNS Steel. Tom's too good for you. Hey, first watched you on YouTube, now found your twin account. Oh, you mean my Twitch stream account? In that case, good to have you with us. Timings on this scenario are really good because I've not rushed, I've not been having to nail it up to the speed limit, and we've always come in comfortably, which is very good. Deadly Dorito, did you know the 801 doesn't exist in real life? It's actually a Class 800. I thought they were different trains. Nice picture there of that train, CSX train, sideways along the track. Isn't the 800 the one that goes on the Western Main Line and is diesel electric, whereas the 801 the electric only one that runs on the East Coast Main Line or something like that? I can't remember. It's a while ago since I read about it. There you go, French Stalin's just basically summarised what I said. Oh, it turns out I was right. Fantastic. Yes, the 801, the 800 is the one that's going on the Great Western Main Line, which has to go bits that are dieselised, and replacing the HSTs on the Great Western Main Line. Whereas on the East Coast Main Line, they don't need that. But externally, they all look the same, as far as I understand, other than the obvious differences that you need. It's like the difference between an ICE TD and an ICET, essentially. Still getting green lights, which is good. This is a good scenario. I'm enjoying this. 11 kilometres to go. Okay, so the 800s will be going north as well. Okay, fair enough. Nine kilometres, we've got under the 10 kilometre mark, and I believe, yep, that's our final stopping point at Lüneburg 120. Train, if it was yellow, all the alarms would have gone off by now. Need to keep an eye on the signals, but let's have a look from the outside. At least I can see the SIFA on the control desk. Like that. Thank you, Average Joe Twitch. 6.5 kilometers to go. Right, we're going to be coming to a stop shortly, 5.5 kilometres to go. Key and Train, would you stream on YouTube? I looked at streaming on YouTube, but it's so vastly inferior to what Twitch do. Well, whether their new gaming thing is better or not, I don't know, because I don't know anything about that really. Once it comes out and I get the chance to have a look at it, I should certainly have a look at it and see how it compares. But at the moment, YouTube streaming is horrible compared to Twitch. Just in some really basic ways. Kilometres. Let's just see on the map where we're up to. Oh, I see. Yes, we've gone round that. I guess Lüneburg is here. In fact, there's our stopping point, and we're getting told to stop in the next signal. Notch down anytime you like. Shouldn't be doing full service applications, but never mind. I saw an interesting video about YouTube gaming where someone sort of walks through it all, and it seems like it's too early to... Oh, should I have slowed down more? What happened? Oh well. I was under 80. Oh no, we're in PZB M, aren't we? I forgot we're in PZB M. Yes, yes, yes. Ugh. Probably put it in gear, shouldn't I? I broke the train. Is it braking on? Just at the end of the scenario and I broke the train. I don't know what I'm doing here now. Apparently it's yeah, I broke it. Can we coast into the end of the scenario, do you think? Oh dear. Let's stop and see if that resets it. Right, now we have stopped. The engine won't engage. Well, I'm confused now. That's the reverse, so that's okay. That's off. Now it's on. I'm sure there's a way of resetting faults. All the brakes are off. But the AFB's not doing anything, and neither is the other thing. Has the engine turned off? Oh, that's an interesting question. It's that one, I think, isn't it? No, that's a pantograph. Ah, now the engine might have turned off. Right! The engine was switched itself off. Why did it do that? Someone tell me why it did that. I think I might have overloaded it. Right. We're moving again. Grusak, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Even this abysmally bad example of driving. Right, we're just pulling into Lunenburg 120. Trains from America. What's the tutorial where you covered how to make temporary speed limits? I think it was in the advanced. I can't remember the exact name, but it was the more detailed or advanced version of scenery scenario creation, something like that. Just pulling off the main line now. Into Lunenburg 120. At least I didn't stop in a neutral section. Thank you, Dave. Thank you. Absolutely right. I did not stop in a neutral section, unlike somebody else. Right, we're almost here now. That was going really well, actually. I'm really disappointed with that. Never mind. It all started because I forgot I was in PZBM, and I'm only used to PZB O in terms of the speeds and so forth that you have to change. But never mind, we got here. We're in one piece. It's the end of the scenario. Job, as they say, done. Eventually. Well done, you've now reached the end of your shift. Well, excellent. I think actually it's just the first part of my shift. I'm going to be at about 1 o'clock in the morning. Thanks for the follow. In this stream I will show you how to break the BR143. Very good. Okay. What are we doing now? Oh, it's rail driver time. Oh, this is going to be hard. This is going to be hard work. Right. So, I've got wires falling all over the place. Let me just have another look on my my plan. Yep, rail driver. It's rail driver time. Okay, so let me switch it over to the changing route thing, and then I can quit the game. For the time being. There you go. Game is now quit. I'm going to shut down the map stuff. So yeah, so it's all gone quiet. That is completely intentional. Do not panic. Do